Question 7 is a function question. Whenever I have function questions, I'm going to look at the sentence before and the sentence after. Now, here I'm noticing that the underlined portion exists within two parentheses, and it exists there to define or add information to the part that came before. So I'm going to look at the little part that came before, the underlined sentence. And then I'm going to look at the sentence that comes after. So if I read the sentence before, it says, the wax can then be transformed into a surfactant, a chemical compound usable as a detergent. So we know from grammar that if we have our grammar rules, that if we have either these parentheses like so, or if we had a comma here, this would be defining the last word that came before, surfactant. So here what we're doing is defining that surfactant is a chemical compound that we can use as a detergent. So it gives meaning to that term. So A is going to be the correct answer. Another way that I can discuss this, one way that we solve these science structure purpose function questions is to map our lab report part. So think about this passage in terms of what category or what part of a lab report it would fall into. The first part of this passage is the problem. It states the problem. And then it says that this part, it tells us that there is an experiment going up. This is their design. That's their experimental design, what they're trying to do. And here they're saying this is what they hope, this is their hypothesis, this is what they're trying to do. And so what I notice, the part that falls in between this experimental design and my hypothesis is kind of like my background information. That's really what this sentence works as in this passage. So if I look through B, C, and D, I'll notice, well, concern, that's problem, that was earlier in the passage. And significance of a discovery, well, this part is actually really my hypothesis. What will be helpful about this new method, having this new method. So that's a different part of this passage. And then it says it identifies a result. Well, result is not part of background, and that's not the sentence that I'm looking at. And so for that reason, B, C, and D, another way we can eliminate those three answer choices, and we would know that A is the correct answer.